Hey, what's up everybody? This is NAB 2019 and we're coming at you from the Sony booth. There are exciting things happening here. We're here with L. Dean of Sony to show you something that's totally blowing my mind right now. And what is that?
So it's the biggest small camera we've made in a long time. Actually, this is the second version. This is the RX0 Mark II. The RX0 series, basically it's on two foundations, right? Really high, super high image quality as well as durability.
With the 1-inch sensor.
That's exactly it. So, I mean, 1 inch it's almost the size of this camera itself, right? And you can see how small the camera is. And it's ultra durable. So we're using our 1-inch Exmor RS, which means it's a backside illuminated stacked CMOS sensor. Obviously the 1-inch size is great for light gathering capabilities. It's amazing color reproduction, super high in detail. This one also has the new Beyond's X processing engine, the same as that we use on our full frame cameras. So it also has a 24mm Carl Zeiss lens. We improved that as well. So not only does it have the iconic Carl Zeiss look, super sharp image, and it's rectal linear, it's 24mm, constant F4 aperture. We improved the close focusing distance. So you can focus as close as 20 centimeters, which for us in America over here is about 7.9 inches. So that's also an improvement over the previous version.
Yeah, wow.
Now, a few other big improvements came on the camera. First and foremost, with the new image processor, we could also do 4K internal in XAVC-S. And that comes with all the other type of picture profiles and pro video features that we had on the original RX0. It still has S-Log2, S-Log3, gamma, so you can mix this with production cameras like the FS series or the Venice or other type of production cameras. And we find this extremely useful. Now the RX0 Mark I has already been used on multiple productions in Hollywood, especially in the Sony Pictures lot. Proud Mary, Black and Blue. There's a number of productions that have actually used the RX0 as either a crash cam or multi-camera positions where they can hide the camera and do a single take. And the beauty of having the S-Log is they can then take that footage and mix it with the other cameras on their set. So image quality is on the one side. On the other side, we have durability. So this is milled out of solid duraluminum, which is extremely strong aluminum product. It's waterproof up to 10 meters, which is about 33 feet, without a housing. It's crush-proof, 440 pounds per square inch, so extremely durable. Obviously, shock-proof, dust-proof as well, freeze-proof. So an extremely durable product. Almost. So, for instance, on Proud Mary, one of the applications that they did is they strapped 6 of these to the outside of a vehicle. They crashed the car. Not one camera was damaged. All the footage was salvageable, and they were able to mix it with the other footage, which is really great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So multi-camera angles is one of the applications that you could use for the camera. Now, the other application as a multi-camera is being able to sync them together. They time code together. They can do a frame sync together. You can do up to 5 cameras with a mobile device. You can do up to 50 cameras with a mobile device through a wireless router.
Wow.
And you can do up to 100 cameras if you sync them up using our accessory, the CCB WD1, which is a camera control box. And that camera control box allows, it creates an IP for the camera and uses a LAN cable. So now you can use a wired LAN router. You don't even have to be in the same country to operate the camera. You can have an operator set up the cameras and somebody else be able to set each camera individually. Now that expands it even further because now we can do things like light field arrays, where you can actually create a light field rig and be able to do a single shot with 50 or 100 cameras, and then be able to do virtual dolly moves, do push-ins and pull-ins, get different angles out of a single shot. So for production, it becomes one of those other tools. And because they overlap each other, and when you stitch your entire image together, you get a higher resolution out of what you're going to be doing as well. So you're able to push in and out without losing any resolution. The other way that we use them is in volumetric. So we're busy working on a number of different applications for volumetric, both in cinematic applications, and in addition to that, there's some industrial applications that can be used. So specifically for like critical viewing or for QA of certain things. Yeah. So there's a lot of different applications. Now the new application that I was talking about is the new flip-up LCD screen.
Oh snap!
Right.
Are you kidding me? An articulating screen.
Yeah, still with all the other features that it has, a whole articulating screen. Yeah. Now this opens it up to a new type of market, and we're going to put it on this little rig over here quickly, and I'll show you what we can do with that then. It does have a mic input jack, which is really great. So even this tiny little camera, I do my mic input.
Yeah.
I go into my USB in the back, and now I can actually control the camera with the zoom. It has a clear image zoom. I know some people know what clear image zoom is, other people don't. Essentially, for 4K, you need 8.3 megapixels, because that's what 4K is if you multiply out 3840 by 2160. And because this has a 15.3 megapixel sensor, that it's actually a 20 megapixel sensor, but it's cropping to 15.3. Because you can zoom into that all the way down to 8.3, you can almost get a 2x zoom with zero loss. Because you can zoom all the way into the sensor, but you're still capturing more than 8.3 megapixels. So even though it's a fixed lens, F4, you now have a F4 24 to 48 millimeter zoom. Stop recording. So if we were vlogging this, we could turn around, you could see yourself. It's easy for vloggers. I could also just flip this around, flip my screen down, and now I can use it as an interview camera. This is a pre-production unit, but we do start shipping these today. So people will be able to start buying them as of now. $6.99 for the camera, so not bad at all.
No, this is amazing. For $6.99 for what you get with this rig.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is going to change the vlogging.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the size of that sensor, the image quality that you're going to get out of that. You have an audio input. You've got the optional grip that you can get. That, by the way, when the grip falls out, will also become a little tripod. So
awesome.
It doubles as both of those.
There you have it, the new RX0 Mark II with the articulating screen, a 1-inch sensor. With this cool rig setup right here is totally going to change the vlogging game. It's affordable, it's durable, it's great quality. And
it ships today.
And it ships today.
Yeah,
so I'll leave a link down in the description below where you can get yours. And Eldeen, thank you so much.
Awesome, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Cool.
All right, we'll see you soon. Cheers.